Hello everyone, greetings to one and all. Hi, I'm Chetan Abapat and I'm presenting to you Rapport. It is part of my CS 8903 special problem under Professor Lauren Wilcox. Special thanks are in order to PhD students Matt and Clayton. They have been really very supportive in helping me design and develop this product. So what is Rapport? It is an interactive, patient-centered radiology report website. As you can see over here, it is a website that helps you understand your radiology report. As you know, medicine and biology are very complicated, and especially for a layperson, it's hard to imagine what sort of jargon is being thrown at him. So, here's an attempt to help patients understand and make sense of their clinical report. This is an online system that we have developed to aid patients in understanding their reports. It has been hosted on the hx.cartech.edu, and as you can see over here, this is our website. It loads up and asks us to load the files. It is a user history, which is an XML file. And you can see all the reports that the user or the patient specifically has so far. So let's go on to 18th of December, and here's what the report generally looks like. The type of test, for example over here it's the CT chest, and the reasons for techniques, risks, safety. There's a short summary as well, the full report, which details all the necessary things which are necessary for doctors, physicians, and clinicians, and the images. Alright, so what I've done over here is I could just render the report as it is, but what you can see is there are words that have been highlighted. So, for example, chest, contrast, and once I click on it, it loads the definition as you can see. And at the same time, it loads a three-dimensional human anatomical model. These are the two aspects that I targeted to integrate in the existing website and was able to successfully do it. So here we are, two simple objectives: to be able to annotate with lay language definition and to visualize complex clinical concepts with three-dimensional models. So phase 1 was annotation. I used natural language processing based techniques to be able to parse in medical jargon, and we used clinical medical ontology for the same. We had lots and lots of sources that I could tap into, but we focused mainly on three. The first one being Medline Plus, second one being the NCBO Bio Portal, and third one being Apache CTX. An interesting thing to note here is Apache CTX is an open source platform for developing and building a glossary of clinical ontology that helps clinicians and practitioners to fine tune and improve the understanding of medical terms across the globe. It is really cutting edge as far as medical ontology goes. However, we realized it is not just medical jargon that the patient finds it difficult to understand. It's also simple English words that at times patient does not know the meaning of, and as a result doesn't know what they imply. So we thought it's important to use dictionaries and Wikipedia. Merriam-Webster is a very popular dictionary we found and thought that we could make use of it. And as a last resort, Wikipedia, the go-to website for knowing about simple terms as well as convoluted and twisted concepts. We tried and integrated that as well. Moving over, we went to phase 2 of visualization, and we used a three-dimensional model rendering tool called the BioDigital, and it has lots and lots of tools to offer different modes, for example standard, x-ray, isolate, zooming in, zooming out, and hovering or painting over that particular 3D model, and also high order tasks such as cross section and dissection. So let's have a look at the implementation of the BioDigital. I first tried building a prototype for dummy data, and as you can see there's a lot of text on definition of the human skull, which reads except for the mandible, all of the bones, so on. So you can see there are different things which have been highlighted, for example mandible, and let's take a look at mandible for now. The tools we talked about, for example, when I click on semi-membranous or biceps femoris. So as I click on mandible, you'll see that it will zoom in and be able to allow me to hover over it and paint it. And if I click on any other body parts, that will also be shown. If I click, say for example, on biceps femoris, it only shows that particular body part, and I'll be able to understand where exactly it lies. Similarly, pancreas, so I'm able to look at it, hover it, and zoom. Heart, that's where everybody knows where it is, and diaphragm. Other tools that I could take use of were, for example, the X-ray mode, and this is the normal mode, and I could isolate that as well, so I could just focus on that particular body part. So these are the handy tools that the user can make use of while he tries to understand how this body part looks like. Now, the next trick was to be able to integrate this visualization with the existing prototype or the website that we had developed. And it took a lot of effort and time to be able to integrate both of these, and here we are right now. That's what we got. Once we click on chest, we are able to see the definition, similarly for osteosarcoma, where it defines what osteosarcoma really means. And at the same time, in order to make the website interactive, we are given luxury to the user to search for a definition which has not been highlighted. Say for example, the word resolved, I could double click on it and it will go and search for the word online and tell you its definition. For example, the disciplinary action taken against, so on and so forth. Other marked words, for example, right upper lobe, can also be searched. It tells you it's a bronchiole that is a part of upper lobe of the right lung. And what you'll be able to see now is that it is smart enough to understand that the lung over here refers to the right lung. So it has only highlighted the right part of the human body, clearly indicating that it understands the right lung which is being referred to. The other interesting aspects about this website, apart from the full report and the images, are the notes. And in my notes, what you can see is all the things that I've searched for before. And so I, for example, searched for chest. And if I click here, I'm able to start it so that I can remember it the next time. And also I can comment on it. Like I could just type in, what does it mean? Um, Believe me, it is very handy for doctors, patients, and clinicians. We can make use of this. It will be handy and a go-to tool for patients to make sense of the clinical reports, and it is an attempt to be able to make the process of diagnosis faster and easier. Hope you liked it. Thank you so much.